Blair Hill, the Vice President of the Howard County Fair, is here to tell us what we can expect from this year's event. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Can you give us a brief history of how the fair got started?
So back in 1946, a collective group of farmers got together with the idea of really just having a celebration, really celebrating the harvest. But they did try to formalize it, and they had it at Brendel Manor Park the first year, and it was a success. And they made the decision afterwards to make it an annual event. In the first year, they just weren't sure whether or not it would be something that the county would embrace, and they did. And it has grown, ever since, from again a small number of families and a small number of animals to a pretty large production today.
Wow. Now, I know that the Howard County Fair awards scholarships to students. Now, how are the recipients chosen, and where can they go to apply?
Right, we do. It's something that we've instituted over the last couple of years, really just an opportunity to give back to the community. And we basically have a scholarship committee that will review all the applicants and select them based on certain criteria. Really their involvement with the fair, their interest in agriculture, their pursuits in college. And they can go to our website, www.howardcountyfair.org, and there's a link for our scholarships. And anyone can apply. The more interest you have in agriculture, the more your application will probably be reviewed, but anyone can.
What type of events will be held at this year's fair?
The events are wow, it's a wide spectrum. We try to provide something for everybody. So whether it be our pig races, which are a hit every year, you have never seen a pig race, you need to a chainsaw carver, to live entertainment every evening. We have tractor races, horse races, traditional livestock shows. I mean, there's really something for everybody, and that's what we strive to provide, is that you don't have to be involved in farming to enjoy the fair. Come out, the rides certainly are always a hit, and so many of the things that we offer are going to be free with admission.
Where can people go to get more information?
Again, it would be our website, www.howardcountyfair.org, and at the top of the screen there's a link to the fair and the whole schedule, times, admission price, etc.
Is there anything else that you would like to say?
Just thank you for the opportunity. We certainly hope your viewers will come out and enjoy the fair as we do every year, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much.
Columbia Association School Age Services offers before and after care programs for middle and elementary school age students. I'm here with Bunny Egerton, General Manager of Youth Services for the Columbia Association, to learn more about the program. Bunny, it's so good to see you.
Thanks, Dennis. It's nice to be here.
Tell me more about the program. How old the students and how many and
how
large?
Little and a lot. That's
a little and a lot?
Yeah.
How many total?
We have 800 in the morning and 1,200 in the afternoon, so we're filling 2,000 spots every day. The majority of them are K through 5. Okay. Probably 40 or 50 of the students are middle school students.
What type of activities? I see there's indoor activities. Are there outdoor activities
there are.
as well?
Well, every day is scheduled into 4 things. We feed them every day because they need to have a snack. We take them outside every time the weather permits. They do an art and craft activity, and then we set up games for them to play so they can learn some interpersonal and social skills.
I tell you what, every kid here looks like they're having a great time.
It sounds like they are too. I mean, that's the whole idea.
If I'm a parent, is it too late for me to get my child in this program?
Not in this program, but in some programs it is. We do have 6 schools that are closed that have waiting lists. The other 20 schools do have openings still, so it depends on where your child's located.
That's terrific. What other kinds of enrichment programs are there for the kids?
Over the last couple of years, we've brought a lot of things in from the outside. We have Zumba for kids coming in. If you want to see something funny, watch all these little people running around doing Zumba following an instructor. We also have somebody from the Art Center coming in for art lessons. We have scholastics, which is physical fitness combined with math and reading. We do recess and results with them. And we're starting a new program where we're going to take some of the middle school kids to the teen center once a week to get them used to that.
And that sounds great. Are the programs licensed?
Yeah, we are licensed through Maryland State Department of Education on 2 levels. The program itself is licensed, and then every individual who works for me is also licensed.
And what about the hours, before and after?
You can drop off at 7 a.m. We take them to the classroom when the bell rings, and when the bell rings at the end of the day, you have to pick them up by 6.
So 7 to 6, your kid is in a structured program.
They don't have to get in the car and go anywhere. They're right here.
What happens when school's out?
When school's out, we run a 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. all-day program. We take anywhere from 150 to 200 children out on the town on field trips.
Oh, man. What kind of places do you go?
We've taken them on pirate cruises where they have bombarded the town of Annapolis with cannons. We take them to the circus. We take them to parks. We've taken them to plays. We have puppet shows come in for them.
Bunny, where do parents go to find out more information about the registration process?
They can go to the website columbiaassociation.org, click on Get Involved, click on Kids Activities, and it's all there. Registration registration forms, medical forms, everything they need to know.
Great. Bunny, the kids look like they are having a terrific time. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Dennis.
Back to you in the studio.
Wilde Lake High School students collaborated with CA to build a rain garden at their school. We took our cameras over to Wilde Lake High School to find out more about this project.
CA and the University of Maryland Sea Grant Extension Service has partnered with Wilde Lake High School to construct a rain garden. I'd like to introduce to you my guest host, Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks so much for helping me out this month.
Oh, no problem. It's a great honor and pleasure to be here at Wilde Lake High School to speak with the students about the rain garden.
Great. And also joining us is delegate Liz Bobo. How are you, Ms. Bobo?
I'm very well, Anna Marie. How are you?
I'm good. It's great having you here.
It's good to be here.
It's my understanding that you were very instrumental on the construction of the rain garden.
This project has been a high priority of mine for a few years now, and I represent the area where Wilde Lake High is located, West Columbia in the Maryland Legislature, and I serve on the Environmental Matters Committee. And projects like this have huge importance to improving our environment and saving our streams and our rivers. So the whole community benefits from this rain garden. It's not just the school, and I'm just really happy that I could play a part in it.
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's go speak with the students.
Hello, I'm here with Mr. John McCoy and Mrs. Amanda Rockler. Mr. McCoy, what is a rain garden?
Rain garden is a bowl-shaped garden designed to capture rainwater as it comes off the roof, driveway, sidewalk, and the lawn, captures it and stores it and allows it to soak into the ground.
Okay, so can you both tell me a little bit about how you got involved with this project?
Yeah, I work with the University of Maryland Extension, and John and I work on a lot of projects together, so he called me in for a little rain garden expertise.
I was called by Delegate Elizabeth Bobo and asked to get involved, and I was also contacted by Mrs. Varma and Michelle Miller, who's the director of our Community Services Program at CA.
All right, so who provided the funding for this project?
Funding is through Maryland Department of Natural Resources, and it is from the Chesapeake and Coastal Bays 2010 Trust Fund.
It's very impressive of what the students have accomplished. Let's go catch up with Dwayne to see what the students have to say.
I'm here with Mrs. Varma and the students part of the environmental club. First, Mrs. Varma, I would like to say that you and your students have done an excellent job with this project. Why did you choose to make the rain garden a project?
Well, I sponsor the environmental club at Wilde Lake High School, and I felt that this would be a worthwhile project for my students to learn about the environment.
Okay, that sounds great. And I'm also here with two of the students part of the environmental club, Stephen and Jacob. Okay, so Stephen and Jacob, can you just please give me a brief summary on how you became partners with the University of Maryland and the Columbia Association?
Well, we've been trying to get this rain garden for a few years now, but all this time we didn't have the money or the permission or the resources to really get it done. But now, after all this time, Ms. Varma's gotten some contacts with Delegate Bobo, who's been a real help in getting us this rain garden, and also Mr. McCoy from the Columbia Association, and Amanda Rockler from the University of Maryland. And after all these people helping us, we've been finally able to build it.
That sounds great. Jacob?
Yeah, with this rain garden, it will stop a lot of soil erosion around the school area. It will also stop chemical and runoff from entering the streams and bays, which are damaging the fish and organisms that we consume.
Thanks, guys. Mrs. Varma, my last question for you is, who will maintain the rain garden throughout the year?
Well, during the school year, the environmental club will maintain the rain garden with the help of the National Honor Society.
Okay.
And during summer, the Dorsey Hall Garden Club will help us maintain it.
Okay. Again, I commend you and all the students part of this environmental club for your hard work. You all are doing such a wonderful job helping our community stay clean.
Thank you, Dwayne, for joining me this month. It's been great. I really appreciate all your help.
Oh, thank you. And you know, it's no problem at all. I had a great time.
Awesome. Back to you in the studio.
We applaud Wilde Lake High School students and their teacher, Mrs. Varma, for all their hard work.
The Columbia Community Exchange is a local time banking program. Here to tell us more about it are Patricia Dugan, Program Manager, and Sapphire Windley, Program Coordinator. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
What is time banking?
I love when people ask that question. Time banking is a little neighborly group, and we barter or exchange everyday services. Neighborly favors, like say you go on vacation and you need somebody to water your plants while you're away. I'm a time banking member. I'll say, Kathy, I can water your plants for you while you're away. And every hour that I do a neighborly favor for another member, I earn a time dollar. So I've earned time dollars for helping you, and I in turn can go to another member and they can walk my pet while I'm away for the weekend or do another little neighborly favor for me.
Sapphire, this is very interesting, but this time dollars concept, you earn time in dollars that you can exchange for time in dollars. Tell me more about that.
The time banking program is a program that respects the economy of time versus actual money. So 1 hour of service equals 1 time dollar. For instance, we had a member call up who needed child care services for a couple hours on a particular day. She had actually done some things throughout the office where she had collated some packets, some membership packets, so she earned time dollars. So she had about 2 or 3 time dollars to spend, and she went and she spent it for child care. These are the type of things, these neighborly services that our members do, and it truly brings and strengthens the community. So I'm very excited about it. Before I started working here, I was also a member. It's something I really believe in. Now, you spoke with one of our members, Jacqueline Davenport, earlier.
Yes, I did. Let's hear what Jacqueline has to say.
Oh.
Jacqueline, you've been doing this for a while. Tell us about the program here.
Well, Kathy, I've been a time banker now for a little over a year. This particular program is the clothing collection through the Teen Center. And I come in, I volunteer, sorting clothing, categorizing them for our drive to be given out to the community.
So why did you start doing this?
I've always been interested in volunteering, and I was doing so sporadically. I saw the advertisement on the Columbia Association website, and I contacted Sapphire and Patty about signing up, and I used the online application, and I arranged for an orientation, and the rest is history.
I can see me using this to help in the yard, to get me to the airport.
Oh my word!
To
fix your garage door when it's stuck. I had a time banking member come over and help me fix my garage door. I've had members give rides to the airport. I actually have a member who's a professional stager in the real estate industry, and she's come in and helped remodel our office to improve functionality and efficiency, and it's one of the services that she offers.
Well, I know our viewers will want to come and sign up for a membership here. Tell us how they do it.
Well, you can reach us by calling us or emailing us, or visit columbiaassociation.org.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for stopping by.
Summer is here, and the Columbia Association outdoor pools are now open, along with the indoor pools that have been so well used all winter. I love my workout at the gym, but now that the good weather is here, I'm ready for some variety in my workout. I'm here at the Columbia Athletic Club to meet with Aqua Team leader Kim Zansky. We're going to talk about the benefits of aerobics and fitness in the therapy pool. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you.
Hi. Nice to see you.
I'm here at the Columbia Athletic Club today with Kim Zansky, who's an Aqua Fitness team leader. Yes. Tell us about the therapy pool.
Well, the therapy pool we use for people who would like to have a little bit slower exercise and range of motion and use it for therapy, as the temperature of this pool runs around 92 degrees. So it's great for relaxation and stretching. We don't do any of our regular aerobics, what people think aerobicizing in this pool, but we have a lot of people with different conditions that love to use it. Plus, I also teach a yoga class in this water, so we have a number of uses for this pool.
I really enjoy my gym classes, but this time of the year I start looking for some variety. Can you tell me about the classes that you offer?
Sure. We have a lot of different type of pool classes. The shallow water fitness is a great opportunity. We have deep water fitness classes, which is all in water above your head. And we do a lot of muscle conditioning and cardio work in that class also. And then we have our arthritis classes in this therapy pool. But we also will be moving outdoors for some of those classes. And that's really fun to be outside to take the pool classes. It just feels so fresh, and a lot of fresh air feels good.
Yes, that's my favorite. And it sounds as if you have enough different kinds of classes that no matter what your fitness level, you'll be able to find something to suit you.
Oh, that is really true, because in the water, you can definitely work at your own pace, whether you want to keep up with the instructor or, well, you can do it at your own pace and still fully participate in any of our classes.
Can you tell our viewers how they would get in touch with you or with the Columbia Association if they want to pursue signing up for a class?
Oh, sure. You can look on the website, columbiaassociation.com or .org, and find out the list of our classes. Also in our activity guide, there's a list of the classes that we offer weekly. We actually offer classes every day of the week. So there's a number of choices there.
Thank you, Kim, so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for coming out, and I sure hope you enjoyed the summer and some of our new programs.
Back to you in the studio.
CA has recently employed a new Community Health Sustainability Division to assist the medical community in developing and maintaining community wellness. Joining us in the studio is CA President Phil Nelson and Director of Community Health Sustainability, Shawnee Paraska. Welcome.
Thank you.
Phil, I'm going to start with you. Why did CA create the Community Health Sustainability Division in the first place?
We've talked in past shows about the problems with childhood obesity, with high blood pressure, with those kinds of things. We wanted to make sure that our programs and the offerings that we do add benefit and add value to people's lives. And one of the things that we don't have is a metric of how we're doing. Are we curtailing the number of heart attacks? Are we reducing strokes, those kinds of things? And I think that's a critical element of all the things that we do, all of the facilities we have and the programs we have. I think it's very important that we know if we're making a difference.
Okay, that sounds like one of the goals of the program, to be able to sort of track, right? Are there any other goals of this division?
I think a lot of it also is to work with the medical community to keep up with ongoing practices and to make sure that they're aware of the programs that we offer. And while Shawnee is new to the position, she's been with CA for over 24 years. She knows the community, she knows what we can do, what we offer. She's also been deeply involved in some of the fitness programs that we're offering now.
You mentioned programs, so Shawnee, I'm going to turn it over to you. What programs do you currently have in place?
We have two programs. The first is Fit Beginnings, which is an introduction to exercise. It is a 60-day program, and it's only $60. And it's for people who their physician has said, you know what, you're aging, or you need to recuperate from this accident or injury, and getting into a lifestyle of exercise would be great for you. The other one is much more involved. It is the Columbia Optimal Health Program. And it is for people who have to make significant lifestyle changes.
Will the CA Medical Advisory Board play a role in the Community Health Sustainability Division?
Absolutely. We've worked with that Medical Advisory Board for more than 4 years now, and they are a wonderful group of physicians, and they advise us, they help us make decisions. They are on the same page or wavelength as to the kinds of things we want to do for the community.
I'm going to go off script real quickly. Is this also through the gyms as well? The Columbia gyms, are they involved in the exercise programs that you put in place there?
The Fit Beginnings is held at all 3 health clubs, and the Columbia Gym is the host for the Optimal Health Program.
The Optimal Health Program, yeah, because I was involved in that, and I have to say, to brag a little bit, it works, people. Once you start exercising, okay, go back and look at some of the other Fat Boy shows that I was on. Once you start exercising, it definitely does work. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up, Shawnee?
Also, that we are starting with the Medical Advisory Board, as well as a lot of other community businesses and leaders in the health field, a youth fitness program.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you very much.
Now, it's great to know that CA truly cares about the health and wellness of the community.
I'm here this month with Toby Ornstein, the founder of Toby's Dinner Theater and the Columbia Center for Theatrical Arts. Thank you so much for joining me today. Pleasure. So if somebody's coming to Toby's Dinner Theater who's never been here before, what would you say to them? What are they going to, how are they going to experience it?
I took my grandchildren to see Mary Poppins, my children, my grandchildren. That evening cost me over $1,000 because the seats were $130 each for them to be close. So here you can come for $48 for an adult, and I don't even know what the children's price is, I think $30. And you get dinner, a good buffet dinner. Our food is really good. And I cannot tell you, Barbara, how many people say to me, this is better than Broadway. You are introducing your family, your children, your loved ones to professional theater and good food at an affordable price. And I'm trying to keep the American music alive because I think we are becoming very elitist in what Broadway has to offer. How many people can afford those prices? When I graduated from Columbia University, I graduated with a double major in education and theater. Eleanor Roosevelt was hiring 6 teachers to go into Harlem because she believed that children are taught different ways. And I was hired to teach social studies and English through theater. And it changed my life.
So what all does the Columbia Center for Theatrical Arts entail?
Well, we decided, because of my passion for theater, to produce several shows a year. We decided to have a conservatory, which would be classes, the same way we had done them before, but we would now do camps as well. And then we decided, following the passion, that we would find the money somewhere to do outreach programs to kids that did not have that available to them.
And you mentioned that you wanted to sit up close, and of course at Toby's, everybody's close.
Because when you sit at the same level as an actor, you're feeling their pain or their happiness. Our production of Hairspray is fabulous. It's just fabulous. It's already been Helen Hayes recommended. And people, this is the thing they keep, I really love it when they say this to me. They said, we saw this on Broadway. We never realized how much there is to this story. Because when you're sitting far back or you're seeing all the spectacle of all the fancy sets and lights and everything else, somehow the story gets lost very often, especially in a musical. There's a lot in this story, and the actors are fabulous.
Thank you.
You know, it's very important in these hot summer months to make sure you drink plenty of water. Dr. Oken is here to tell you how you can avoid those heat-related illnesses.
Hi, I'm Dr. Harry Oken for Columbia Matters. The heat is on, so we're going to talk about heat-related illness. The heat-related illnesses that we see every year run the gamut from heat cramps, heat rash, to heat exhaustion and stroke. They can be very serious. Every year, over 350 people die from heat-related problems. So we're going to go through what to do and how to avoid these problems. Heat-related injuries seem to occur more often in the elderly and the young, and people who are not in good physical condition. There are 2 main ways in which our bodies produce heat. Metabolic heat is generated through digestion of food, work, and exercise. And of course, environmental heat, the body absorbs heat from the surrounding environment, whether it's the hot sun or a hot room. It's particularly bad when it's humid. There are 3 methods in which our bodies can be cooled. Convection is the transfer of heat through the circulation of air. Evaporation is when liquid changes into vapor. This is exactly what happens when you sweat in a dry environment and is the most important method to cool your body. Radiation is heat that's naturally emitted from the body's surface. A couple of conditions affect the way the body cools. The first is humidity. The more humidity, the more difficult it is for the body to cool itself, because as we sweat, it's not being evaporated quickly. And evaporation, of course, is the best way to get rid of heat from our body. In addition, particularly this time of year, it's important to be heat trained. When we say that, that means that you've spent a reasonable amount of time outside in the heat and have slowly acclimated your body to be able to withstand the heat. And that's why it's so important that when you're training for an event, let's say running or a triathlon, you put your time in to really get used to the heat. Let's talk now about heat-related health problems. The first problem that we see regularly is heat rash, also known as prickly heat. This occurs in hot, humid environments, and it's where sweat can't easily evaporate from the skin. Here, people get a rash, in some cases, some pain. Procedures to minimize this condition are to rest, stay in a cool place, and use cool compresses to help the heat rash. Heat cramps is very common. Most people have experienced them. This is just painful muscle spasms that result from excessive loss of salt and electrolytes due to sweating. Cramps can also affect the stomach, the arms, the legs, and the condition is treated by getting out of the sun, into the shade, lots of fluids containing lots of calcium, sodium, potassium. So sports drinks are helpful here. This condition usually precedes heat exhaustion. Heat exhaustion is an important state to recognize. It's brought on by the loss of fluids during excessive sweating. Of course, excessive sweating is brought on by heavy work or heavy exercise. Individuals who have this feel extremely weak and may even collapse. They may have nausea, headache, and vomiting. The skin is clammy and moist. The condition is treated by getting, again, the patient in a cool place, applying cool compresses, elevating the feet, and giving the individual plenty of fluids. Heat exhaustion can transition into heat stroke rapidly. This is a severe medical emergency which can result in death. This occurs when the body's cool temperature gets too high and the body is no longer able to cool itself. An individual suffering from heat stroke will have hot, dry skin. They've essentially stopped sweating. Their pulse rate may be high and their blood pressure can fall. This condition must be treated immediately by cooling the body with water or wrapping them in cool sheets or placing ice bags around the body. Oftentimes, cool intravenous fluids are given for severe cases. So let me sum this all up by telling you how to prevent this condition. Number 1, dress lightly. Cool, cotton, loosely fitting clothes is often helpful. Number 2, if you're going to be outside and do exertional work, make sure you're heat trained. Get yourself acclimated. Number 3, keep up your fluids. In addition to fluids, making certain you get plenty of salt, electrolytes. All 3 of these will decrease your risk for heat stroke, heat exhaustion, heat cramps, heat rash. Stay cool. Have a great summer. This has been Health with Dr. Harry Oken. I'll see you next month.
Thanks, Dr. Oken.
Dee and I want to remind you that CA's Summer Lakefront Festival runs through mid-September, so don't miss out on a single night of entertainment. Just log on to lakefrontfestival.com for more details. Now, to watch past or current episodes of this program, just log on to columbiamatters.org.
There's a lot going on in Columbia. Be a part of it.
And remember, Columbia matters. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.